This 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 7. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through many sorrows. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Next up, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teaching us His truth according to the Bible and rule well. And shalom to our sincere argument throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity and in charity. And shalom to all you sincere followers, believers of Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai. Not just hear to the word, but doers as well, you men, women, and children, all for elect. Shalom. Give me one moment. Slack here. All right. And this lesson is really going to be about being content with what you have, and not going after the carnal riches of this world. So it's a quick hit. Our people are taught to wake up and get the bag, and to always push to have more and more and more. Okay. When we just need to be content with what we have. I have to constantly remind myself, myself that just be happy with what the Lord blessed you with, and stack up true riches that are in heaven. All right. So it says, going back to 1 Timothy chapter 6, it says, verse 7, it says, for we brought nothing into this world, and to this current age we brought nothing, and it's certain we can carry nothing out. Yeah. And that's something that our people think that they can do. I know the Hamites used to, that was one of the things they used to do, try to bury their treasures and their servants with them. All right, but that doesn't carry over into the spirit world. All right, and the Hamites are not our people, might I say. They're heathens. It says, verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content, because that's the chief. That's the most important thing. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find that real fast. That's really in a shelter, okay. Let's see if I can find that real fast. This is Sirach 29 and 21. It says, the chief thing for life is water, bread, clothing, and a house to cover shame. That's right. So when the scripture tells us, having food and raiment, let us be there with content. All right. The Lord has given us the most important things we need to survive. All right. We shouldn't be and a desire to have an abundance of things. All right, we're going to have that in the kingdom. Going back to Matthew, the 6th chapter, it reads on verse 9, back in 1 Timothy 6 and 9, it says, but they that be rich fall into temptation and a snare, a trap, and to many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men to destruction, man. That's right. All right, those that be rich fall into all types of temptations, which means to do something off, to do something wrong, to transgress in a sense. All right, and it becomes a trap to them, as the scripture says, and they dabble into many diverse hurtful lusts, which ultimately leads them to destruction, man. Because when you got money, you got power on this side. and you can do, pretty much anything. You can get off with, you see all these people that got money and they get caught up in the court system. All right, they're paying judges off, paying, people off. All right. But ultimately, it's going to lead to their destruction. And verse 10 tells you why. It says, for the love of money, right? For the love of money is the root, is the beginning where it starts of all evil. And it says, which while some cover after, right? Some people get jealous and they see what, another Jake may have or another heathen may have, or especially our people. All right. Why you think they do the things that they do? For example, Esau, puts money in our people's pockets for being wicked. These rappers rapping about wickedness. I'll pop you, and then, I steal your woman, all this madness. All right. And Jake sees that and says, that's my way out. That's my way to get money. Okay. That's Jake's MO in a sense when it comes to doing anything for money. They'll see how this person's living and say, I want to live like that. Well, how did he do it? When you shouldn't be jealous over what does scripture say about the sinner? I think it said marvel not. I believe that's Sirach 11:21 says, marvel not the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. You see? So if it's money that you're desiring, it's nothing to the Lord to make you rich, man. But we got to what? Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else shall follow. Everything else is going to follow. We shouldn't be coveted after, what another man has and how he got it. All right. So reading on, it says, they have erred, back in 1 Timothy 6:10, it says, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through many sorrows. All right. It says, but thou, O man of Yahweh, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. All right. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Now, let me see here. Let's see if I want. I'm going to jump down for process of time. I'm going to jump down to, matter of fact, I'm going to grab another one. Let's go to Proverbs real fast. Probably about 2 more and wrap it up. It's Proverbs 23 and 4. It says, labor not to be rich, cease from thy own wisdom. That's right, man. We're supposed to be what? Not laboring to be rich, because that's what's promoted here. All right. That's what it's taught you at a very young age. You gotta work hard. Work hard and play hard. Work hard to to secure your bag or whatever the case may be. All right. But we read that the love of money, because that's who you're making your God. All right. You're making the money your God, and that's the root of all evil. All right. Remember, we read that they that be rich fall into temptation. We just need to be content with what we have, man, because we're slaves. All right. This is Proverbs 23 and 4. Now, the Lord bless you with abundance. That's cool. Like Apostle Paul said, he knows how to abound and how to pretty much how to be up and how to be down. You know what I mean? Like, he knows how to deal with a lot and knows how to deal with a lot with a little. Okay. That's how you have to be. It says Proverbs 23 and 4 says labor, which means you're putting in work not to be rich, because our labor is supposed to be working on this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, pushing the word of the Lord. That's what our labor is really supposed to be as Hebrew Israelites. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thy own wisdom. All right, going back to the lesson I did, previous lesson to this, trust in the Lord and lean not into thy own understanding. All right, because when you lean to your own understanding, your own wisdom, you start to bear off from the path of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, so I just wanted to speak on that. Let me see if I want anything else. Yeah, I read verse 5 says, "Wilt thou set thy eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as the eagle towards the heaven." And that's what riches can do. That's why we're not supposed to be going so hard after that and just pretty much going after this truth, storing up our treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves don't break through and steal. So something to consider in these last days, Israel. All right, are you going hard for the carnal riches of this world, or for the rubies, the precious gold that this wisdom represents, man? All right, Shalom.